If you're like me and you go through a lot of Black+Decker trimmer line, you probably want to refill it instead of purchasing these at the store. They can get very costly. If you get the Oregon Gatorline round, 0.065 millimeters, you could save quite a bit of money. I'll put the links in the description below. This one's 308 feet. The newer one I got is longer, and of course the longer you get, usually the more money you save. So I'm going to show you how to refill the trimmer line, and the best way to do this is to take your time and don't be in a rush, and try to be as neat as possible when you're doing this. You want to keep your rolls very neat. Now you see here how the beginning of the trimmer line goes right inside here. So you have to get this out. This is the old trimmer line that was used. It was at the very end. So you go ahead and get that out. Right, then grab your new trimmer line and flip it upside down, and it'll feed through like so, and it shouldn't get caught. You don't have to have it in your way. You can put it to the side. So there's a little hole right here. You can see that little hole, and you just stick the trimmer line in that hole. And there it goes. Then after you're in the hole, you flip it over and drop it down inside. Like so. And then you can see the arrow showing the direction it's going. And that's the direction you rotate the trimmer line when you're putting it on, is the direction of the arrow. So the first row is very important. So just kind of get it really nice and tight against the edge. And then just slowly get it over there. And then wrap it around. And there again. And then every once in a while, just kind of push it over a little bit with your finger. And if you don't keep this tight while you're doing this, it will have the tendency to unspring itself. And if it unsprings itself, all your work is for naught. So you see how you keep it nice and neat? The first rows you get is the most important. And you can adjust your hands to do it any way that you find works out best for you. And just kind of slowly go around, one roll at a time. Just keep rotating it. And eventually, you'll get around and you'll get to the other side. We're almost there. Keep it nice and tight. There we go. And now we're at the very far edge. So keep going. And then you're going to start the new row. You see how it's starting to overlap, and then it flips back over. Then you just keep continuing around. Just kind of push it with your hand back. Let me get a close up so you can see. So just push with one hand while you're feeding with the other hand. Just like that. And you know, you don't even have to look down after you get really good at it. You can just get a feel for it. You can glance down every once in a while. You can do this while you're watching your favorite TV show or whatever you like to watch. Just sit on the back porch, look at the birds or something. I'm not not going to lie to you, this is not the most comfortable thing in the world to do. Your thumb gets a little sore. It's a little bit tiring. You kind of have to be in the mood for it. But it does save you quite a bit of money if you do this, especially in the long run. So now we're at the other end. We're almost back around. Keep it nice and tight. Then it's going to start dropping down. Just push it up to the side, like so. There we go. And when you do this, you're going to want to make the roll as big as possible. So you want to maximize how long you can use one roll of trimmer line. So just don't go past the edge or it'll get jammed. But the way they make these is pretty easy to wind. They don't make it too difficult. There we go. Now we're at the other end. Just keep it nice and tight. On me, what gets the most sore is right here, because you're pulling the trimmer line tight. Well, we got a little bit of a mess up there. I'm going to try to fix that. If it's not totally perfectly smooth, it's okay. But try to keep it as smooth as you possibly can so it doesn't mess up when it's coming out. Here we go. I wish I had a machine that would roll this for me. That would be cool. I wonder if we can make that. Some kind of contraption that will wind this up and keep the tension on it. Kind of like a bobbin winder for a sewing machine. Those are cool. Have you seen a bobbin winder for a sewing machine? We have an old Singer sewing machine from the 1950s. And they sure made them way better back then. Very heavy duty. You can sew through anything with the right needle. A sharp needle. See how it started to come out there a little bit? After you do this enough, you'll get your own method and you could do it faster. I'm taking it really slow and easy to show you better how it's done. Just keep going around. There we go. And we're back to the other side. Can you feel the burn? I can. It's burning really good. Yeah, you know, if you have kids, maybe you can show your kids how to do it. Let them do it for you. Give them $1 a spool. You'd still come out ahead if they can do a good job, that is. You know what kids are. But it's worth a shot. Try to ask them to do it. So I'll give you $1 a spool. Now the thing is, you can't buy blanks for these that I know of, so every time I got a Black+Decker trimmer of some sort, the 20 volt to the 40 volt, it came with one or two. And I have about 4 or 5, I think, now. And if you buy more, you can buy more and just refill it yourself. But I don't think they sell blank ones. They don't sell empty ones. You may be able to find them on eBay or something, possibly. See, we're getting pretty close to the edge. Right about that lip. You probably don't want to go past that lip. This is black. It's kind of hard to see, but... we're almost there. Hang in there. There we go. Kind of push it aside. There we go. This is going to be the last roll. So keep your tension on there. Keep a row straight. And we're almost done. You've got a workbench like this. You can kind of rest it against the workbench. Helps a little bit. Or you can just hold it in the air like this. Just kind of push it. We're almost at the end. Just keep pushing it over and rotate and then rotate. You know what? I just ran out of trimmer line. It just came out. But that's okay. I got another one. I'll show you the other one I got. It's a little bit longer. I don't remember how much I paid for it. But it wasn't bad in comparison how much you got to pay for this. So you see this right here? This is the other side. Just kind of slide it through like that and it holds on to it so it won't unwind itself. And then when you slide it into the trimmer, this is the side that goes down. This is the side with all the gears. You see all the gears here? Right here. So when you drop it in, after it's dropped in secure, while you're dropping it in, you loop it through the little hole. And then after it's in there all the way, you can release it. But don't release it until you get it inside there. Let's see what it looks like. Looks pretty good. It won't jam up or anything. These are pretty good trimmer lines the way they have these designed. And you see how you don't want to get past this, and it's about the same as this little lip here. You see that little lip? You don't want to get past that. So, but that's it. That's how you make a trimmer line. And then you just get some good quality side cutters, and then when you get to the end, you know, you just cut it off and then you can start the new one. But this one just happened to run out, so I didn't need to cut it. So let me grab another trimmer line. Here's my new one. And this one's 616 feet. And the old one was 308 feet. This one is part number 21-265. And this one's 21-365. And this is the closest one I found to the original Black+Decker was the .065 inch or the 1.65 millimeter. So that concludes the video on how to roll your own. And I hope you do this and you can save some money like I do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.